genuine advice to someone dealing with something like this on how they can get ahead and really shift their nutrition to the place it needs to be, because everybody listening knows Whole Foods can get a little pricey, and the $1, $2, $3 menu at a fast food restaurant can be pretty enticing when you compare it to something like a whole food organic grocery store, which can really get up when it comes to price.
My genuine advice is to start somewhere and start quickly. So again, eliminating the salt, the oils, the sugar from your diet, eliminating fried food from your diet. Start somewhere. And my best advice is to schedule a consultation with me so that we can look at your particular situation and circumstance, and we can get you on the right track to living a full and healthy life.
Totally. And just because we've been going for a little bit now, I do want to talk a little bit about the radio show you featured on the Sunday WGPR Hot 107.5. Your Health Matters, hosted by Karen Dumas and Derek Ware. It was so excellent. You guys focused on summer safety, and your specific portion obviously was about the things that we talk about here on the podcast, nutrition and things like that. It was so great to hear you speak, very informative. But I wish you could have talked for longer. It was only about a 15-minute segment. Could you give the audience a quick summary of what you said there, and then maybe go into depth a little bit more about, especially for a person who may already be dealing with a chronic illness, can stay safe in these conditions during the summer, as well as recognize what is a symptom of their illness versus what may be a symptom of the heat or the weather?
Again, Karen and Derek, if you're listening, thank you for having me on the show. It was a good time. To summarize the show, I talked a lot about the high intake of sugar and changing your diet for better health. So decreasing the sugar, looking out for hidden sugars. I noted that any word that ends in OSE is a sugar. So your glucose, your fructose, your sucrose, galactose, lactose, all of those are sugars. And then there are sugar alcohols. So you might pick up a food and it says sugar-free, when truly it's not sugar-free. It has a sugar alcohol in it. And those end in OL. So you might see those as sorbitol or xylitol. You usually see them in sugar-free gum and sugar-free sodas. So we talked a lot about decreasing the sugar and increasing your whole food plants in your diet for healthy living. The show was about safety matters. So you had a sheriff from the Michigan Sheriff's Department talking about traffic stops. And then you had Judge Taylor, I believe it was, on, who talked about preparing properly for court. And what I want to talk about is the summer and your blood sugar. Since we're talking about diabetes, I'm going to talk about the sun and your blood sugar. Because the temperatures are higher, we all want to be outside more. But if you are diagnosed with diabetes, or even if you are pre-diabetic, you must be careful. With increased temperatures, there is an increased risk for those who have diabetes or insulin sensitivity. With increased temperature, the risk of dehydration increases due to sweating, which leads to increased blood sugar and frequent urination, which exacerbates the dehydration, and it just creates a vicious cycle. So those are some of those symptoms we talked about earlier with diabetes. You're thirsty, you're hungry, you're urinating. All of those can be negative in this hot weather, and which will increase your risk for dehydration. The heat from the sun can cause physical stress on the body, which causes the liver to overwork, and that also increases your blood sugar. So stress increases your blood sugar. Heat causes that. So even if you're not outside doing a heavy activity, maybe you're outside at a picnic, but you're overheating, you are stressing your body, which could increase your blood sugar. So everybody, just let's be sure that you are enjoying these summer months, that your blood sugar is controlled, and that you are choosing foods that will help keep you in normal range. So foods that will help keep you in normal range, it will be your salads, your watermelons, your cucumbers, all nice, cool foods, your cantaloupes, all of those things will help you keep your blood sugar in normal range. All of our favorite summer foods.
Yes, all of our favorite summer foods. No hot dogs or bomb pops or hamburgers. I also first think, where is the nearest salad stand when I am sweating on a hot July day?
well, see, and that's the thing. If you fix a nice green salad and you add cucumbers, tomatoes, you can add mango, you can add watermelon to those salads, you can add cantaloupe to those salads, and it will cool your body. It would also give you energy, and you're good to go.
And I really like that you just said what you said. I think people feel like when you're eating healthy, that means you're not supposed to have fun with it, that it's not supposed to be full of flavor and beauty. But a hamburger, like I brought up earlier, wouldn't be so great if it was really always just a patty in between two buns. They've garnished it, right. They've added cheese or whatever condiments. Do that with your salad. Like you just said, add the mango, add the tomato, make it fun, make it taste good. You don't have to punish yourself.
Exactly. And even with the hamburger, I still eat hamburgers. It might be a black bean hamburger. I have tried many of the plant-based burgers that are currently out. Sweet Earth is one of my favorite. This is not an advertisement. They don't pay me, but if they want to, they can. The Impossible burgers, the Beyond burgers. I don't eat those a lot. I prefer to make my own. But if you want a burger, there is a better option than your bloody beef burger that is high in saturated fat.
Right. And just to reiterate one more time, eating healthy is not at all a punishment. It certainly doesn't have to be. And in fact, truly holistically, it is the opposite of a punishment.
It's absolutely the opposite of a punishment. And as you follow us here at Live in Truth, look at our newsletter. We put great recipes, and they're all my own recipes that I cook here and eat. And you will see that the food is very bright and vibrant and well seasoned. I will actually do like a summer barbecue session so that you can see that you can still have those same foods, but those that are not going to cause an early death, that will give you energy and allow you to dance and have fun through that family picnic.
Well, again, the segment with you and the cast at Your Health Matters this last Sunday was excellent. We will be posting your segment on LIVNTRUTH.org, our website, for all of you all listening to check out. And I am just excited and can't wait to hear more from you on summer safety and chronic illness as we continue to make it through these hot months. And for our audience, I would just like to say, if you have not been diagnosed with chronic illness, but you find yourself experiencing some of these symptoms that we have talked about, go get yourself checked out. It may not just be the heat. It may be something more serious. It may not be, but certainly go to your healthcare provider, and it won't hurt to check.
Absolutely. Check it out. If you are feeling off base, it's not normal. Something is wrong. When you're not feeling right, your body is telling you that something is wrong. Heat illness is very serious as well in its own right. So you want to make sure you stay hydrated. You want to make sure you stay cool, and you want to make sure that you are eating well. A lot of people who suffer heat illness faint, and guess what? Their blood sugar is low. So hydrate, eat well, live well.
I think that is an excellent place to wrap things up. This has been a great conversation with you, a very thoughtful and educational experience for me, and hopefully for our audience. It's great to get another one of these things recorded and out, and I am looking forward to the next one.
So am I. Talk to you guys soon.
Bye. Thank you all for joining us for another episode of the Live in Truth podcast. Get connected with all things Live in Truth by checking out our webpage, LIVNTRUTH.org, and follow us at livin.truth on Instagram and at Live in Truth on all other platforms. Stay tuned for next week's episode, Thursday, July 21st, and schedule your consultation with Nifiah today. And start living an intentional life of vitality through nutrition.